something must be done. This month alone, there have been a shocking number of news stories about teens who have been teased and bullied and then committed suicide. This needs to be a wake-up call to everyone that teenage bullying and teasing is an epidemic in this country and the death rate is climbing. One life lost in this senseless way is tragic. 4 lives lost is a crisis. And these are just the stories we hear about. How many other teens have we lost? How many others are suffering in silence? Being a teenager and figuring out who you are is hard enough without someone attacking you. It is okay if you're gay.
And secondly, a name is that killer pulled up in the car.
We knew it.
Is that bored, is it?
None of your business who it is, right?
Mag is a kiss.
Look who it is.
No one holding your hand today, is there?
I'll hold your hand.
He might be homosexual.
He's not. I know if we trust in God, we can get through this. It's curable with His help.
We still love you, Bobby.
Yeah, thanks.
I told you not to do that thing with your arm. It makes you look like a girl.
Accept me as I am, or forget it.
I won't have a gay son.
Then, Mom, you don't have a son.
Fine. I was sitting there listening to all their stories about how they always just knew their kid was different. My son was always different. His difference began at conception. I knew that. I felt it. I know now why God didn't heal Bobby. He didn't heal him because there was nothing wrong with him. I did this. I killed my son.
You did not kill your son. Bobby killed himself.
How can God forgive me? How can Bobby forgive me?
God has already done the forgiving. You have to forgive yourself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did everything I could to cure him of his sickness. 8 months ago, my son jumped off a bridge and killed himself. I deeply regret my lack of knowledge about gay and lesbian people. If I just listened to my son when he poured his heart out to me, I would not be standing here today with you, filled with regret. And finally, his spirit broke beyond repair. It was not God's will that Bobby climbed over the side of a freeway overpass and jumped directly into the path of an 18-wheel truck, which killed him instantly. Bobby's death was the direct result of his parents' ignorance. Think and remember, a child is listening.
You are a very, very brave and very unique young man, and we are all better for having you in the world.
Oh, thank you.
You really are. So explain the story. So a teacher was suspended for what reason?
Well, the teacher, there was a girl in his class, and she was wearing a Confederate flag belt buckle, and he asked her to remove it. And after he asked her to remove it, another student got up and said, well, why should gays be allowed to fly the rainbow flag, but she can't wear her belt buckle? And after a brief discussion, the boy started saying some homophobic things, and he asked him to leave the room.
Okay, and then the teacher was suspended without pay.
Yes.
And then you heard about that and drove an hour to go speak at the school board.
Yeah, I drove up there with some people from a group at a place called the Neutral Zone in Ann Arbor, where I live, and we went on up there to go speak, and the rest is history.
And you didn't, it is history.
It is history.
You didn't write it down, it's not a speech, you just, you just talked off the top of your head.
No, I came up there and I got up to the podium and I remember, I'm hungry. But then after that, I just began to speak, and slowly I just thought of everyone that's ever been tormented or had such a hard life, and the rest just came out.
I'm here today because I am gay. I suffered for years because I was scared to be out. My spirit suffered, my mental health suffered, and my relationship suffered. Love, the beauty of it, the joy of it, and yes, even the pain of it, is the most incredible gift to give and to receive as a human being. And we deserve to experience love fully, equally, without shame and without compromise. There are too many kids out there suffering from bullying, rejection, or simply being mistreated because of who they are. Too many dropouts, too much abuse, too many homeless, too many suicides. You can change that, and you are changing it.
It does get better, and until it gets better,
I will help you, and I will protect you, and I will listen.
And we're here to help make your transition as smooth as possible.
It does get better.
Oh, it gets better.
You have so many people that are just like you, that are going through the same struggles you are.
Things start getting better as soon as you reach out to other people.
But you don't have to tolerate people's non-acceptance of you.
You just forge ahead and you do what you love, and it gets better. It just does.
If you give up even trying, then they've won. You can't let them win.
You're completely normal. You just need to be you.
You need to know that you're okay, that you are beautiful.
And remember that you're a person who's got tremendous value, and you have something to give.
You're not alone.
Stop putting up with everyone's crap. Just be yourself.
People might talk about you, but you know what? It's all okay.
Yes, it will get better.
It gets way better.
A lot better.
It does get better.
we need to let them know that it does get better, that the challenges they face for the few years that they're in high school or college, they can't let that eat them up, because all of these young people, regardless of their race, their sexual orientation, they are gifts to us, and they have so much to offer. And it's just terrible to find out that kids are letting this part of their life define everything.
Like all of you, I was shocked and saddened by the deaths of several young people who were bullied and taunted for being gay, and who ultimately took their own lives. As a parent of 2 daughters, it breaks my heart. We have an obligation to ensure that our schools are safe for all of our kids. And to every young person out there, you need to know that if you're in trouble, there are caring adults who can help. I don't know what it's like to be picked on for being gay, but I do know what it's like to grow up feeling that sometimes you don't belong. It's tough. And for a lot of kids, the sense of being alone or apart, I know it can just wear on you. And when you're teased or bullied, it can seem like somehow you brought it on yourself for being different or for not fitting in with everybody else. But what I want to say is this: you are not alone. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything to deserve being bullied. And there is a whole world waiting for you, filled with possibilities. There are people out there who love you and care about you just the way you are. And so, if you ever feel like because of bullying, because of what people are saying, that you're getting down on yourself, you've got to make sure to reach out to people you trust. Whether it's your parents, teachers, folks that you know care about you just the way you are, you've got to reach out to them. Don't feel like you're in this by yourself. You'll be more likely to help fight discrimination, not just against LGBT Americans, but discrimination in all its forms. And every day, it gets better.
Being gay is a gift from God.